Hey guys, Andy here, and I'm here to bring you all things mundane and makeup related. If that's your vibe, I'd love it if you would subscribe to be part of my little slice of the internet. And in today's video, I bring you my December update for the Pan the Alphabet Project Pan. So if you want to see the progress we've made on the shade in this palette, let's go ahead and just get on into it. If you don't know what this project is about, I saw this done originally on Instagram by Finale Panning, but DW at Dub's Beauty Diary recommended this to me. Everyone and everything pertinent will be listed in the description box below, but what you do is you make a list of all your eyeshadows, which I'm doing this from just my palettes only, in ABC order, starting with the letter A, and you generate a random number corresponding with that letter to work on. I did a wheel for this because I prefer a wheel spin, but we'll get to that. The rules are you must use the eyeshadow at least 30 times or hit pan in the shade, whichever comes first. You must use the eyeshadow for at least 3 months or hit pan, whichever comes first. If you've used it for 3 months and you've used it 30 times and you still have not hit pan, then you can roll it out and roll in the next letter. If you hit pan before you've met any of the goals, then it's done. You can roll on to the next one. So, I'm not going to show it to you yet because I did hit pan, so I'm going to save that for the surprise. But I was working on the shade Alibi. This is the Gourmande Girls and Ladybug Glow El Camino palette. This rolled in, so December 1st is 3 months for this palette, so I did hit my 3-month goal with it. Today's December 2nd that I'm filming. I do have it. It was my crease shade. I have it on my eyes today. So I hit my 3-month goal on it. I used it twice in October, 3 times in October, twice in November, and today was my once in December for me to hit pan. So I used it a total of 10 times. And now I don't dig into the pan. This is a Sigma double-ended brush. Half the time I was using this big fluffy side, depending on the look. And the other time I was using this more detail side. It just depended on what I was using the shade for. But 9.5 times out of 10 I was using that brush for the shade. So I can't believe in 3 months we got pan, and not just a baby pan. We got a pretty good size pan in this palette. Obviously, it's this shade here. So it was this like murky green. I will go ahead and swatch it for you. So that is the shade there. It made a really great starting shade for really any green look. It was very easy to use, especially because I'm working on another green palette in a different project. So it did make it very easy. Like I said, I can't believe it only took 10 uses. I'm not good at hitting pan, and I thought this palette, or this pan, was going to be super deep, and it's really not. Like, I'm surprised I hit that big of a pan, because I hit that today. Like I said, my one use in December, it's on my eyes today, and I hit that whole pan today. So, but as I said, I've been mostly using a bigger brush with it, so I had a pretty big, wide dip in it, because I don't drill pan. So, I'm very, very excited. I don't normally pan things. But so now we get to roll in my B shade. And normally I'd have a whole wheel and you'd see that here, but I wasn't anticipating hitting pan today, and I need to film this today. So I am going to, off screen, count up because my inventory doesn't even have my eyeshadows properly numbered. Like, I need to go ahead and fix that. So I'm going to go count up how many letter B shades we have from all of my palettes. And then I will screen record me rolling a number, which you'll see the screen recording when I come back. And then I will screen record what shade that is, and then I will go pick the palette. I will come back. It will be a whole thing, but I'm so sorry that I don't get to spin a wheel this time, but I wasn't anticipating getting pan, so I hope you understand. So I'm going to go do all the crazy things for you. It'll be just a second, and then I'll show you all the cool stuff. So one moment for you guys. Alright, so I have my eyeshadow palettes divvied up between part 1, 2, and 3. That's a whole separate issue. Part 1 has 54 B shades, part 2 is 49, part 3 is 52. That's 155 shades. So let me put in here 1 through 155. Save. I'm going to generate 2 numbers just in case the first number we get is already in a project. So I'm going to screen record it. I'm going to write it down. Generate a random number. So we got 51, and that should be on the screen for you guys. And then just in case, we got 80 as our backup number. So let me go ahead and so from part 1, let me find that and I will tell you what shade that is, and then I'll have to find that and we'll go from there. So the shade is Busta Mauve. Now I just have to figure out what palette that's in. So on the bright side, it's a longer name. Hey, Busta Mauve, it's right there. So it's from my Milani Most Loved Mattes. Another matte shade. So let me grab that palette and I'll be right back. So I do really love this palette. It's one of my only, I think I only have 3 because I do have a colorful all matte palette now, but I only have 2 matte neutral palettes. So this is the Ungilded Most Loved Mattes. This is what she looks like on the inside. And this shade right here is Busta Mauve. So that's Busta Mauve. I don't think that will be hard to use at all. Shade Bust A MAUVE. 3 months. Ends January, February, March 1st. 2025. That's wild. From the Milani Most Loved Mattes. So that's fun. I don't know. That'll be like, that will just be a very easy setting the lid shade, which I don't do 9.5 times out of 10, but I have a shade to do that with now, so I will. And maybe that will make me reach for this palette as a whole, because that's what I did with this El Camino palette. I ended up using, so I've used the brown, the black, and both pinks. And I really liked this formula. I would have liked to have gotten use out of the shimmers too, but that is neither here nor there. You know, maybe I could still leave this in my drawer and try to no pan left behind it before the year is up. But again, that is neither here nor there. But this is going to be what is rolling in for letter B. I wish it would have been the orange. That would have been more exciting. I mean, I wish it wasn't a matte. I wish it was a shimmer. Why did we go from one matte to another matte? Is this going to be a matte project? So the same rules apply. 3 months, 30 uses, or hit pan. So I hope that that was exciting. I don't feel like it was that exciting, but you know, it's fine. Otherwise, any questions, comments, concerns, please leave them in the comments down below, and I will see you in the next one. Bye, guys.